Department of Medicine. Hello, kind
Hello,
sir.
sir. Welcome to Oakmont University Department of Medicine. I'm Samuel.
Charles Reed, private investigator. I have a few questions if you don't mind. You recognize this bottle? Maybe you could tell me what's inside.
That's one of our lab bottles. We have a lot of them. As for what's inside, I'd need to run some tests.
Could you do that for me?
These tests aren't cheap. And the other day I could get right to it, but we're, somewhat hindered right now.
What's up?
Our lab is crawling with, well, creatures. Professor Westerbrook's research is a little unconventional, and something went wrong. Really wrong.
I can solve that, don't worry. A few explosives, everything's gonna solve that. There's another way.
Isn't there some other lab you could use?
I'm afraid not. Our lab is the only one left in one piece.
Never mind. So, if I do a little pest control for you, you'll run those tests for me. For free?
Our budget is tight. You'd be helping the cause of science, Mr. Reed. Isn't that enough?
Well, I guess science could help itself.
All right. Yes, you solve our problem, and I'll run the test for you. Off the books. Here's the key for the basement.
Yay! Key to the fucking basement. EOD is banned. To all staff and students of the university, henceforth any mention of the Everyone's Obvious Duty organization, also known as the EOD, its symbolic, current and past members, as well as spouting their beliefs, is forbidden on university grounds on pain of dismissal and or expulsion. The administration has received numerous reports of the EOD activity and outreach disguised as so-called charity work throughout our university and all over Oakmont. This dangerous activity has reached epidemic proportions and cannot be tolerated. Administration of the Board of Trustees. No mind pilots, cool. EOD band. Okay, that's the basement. But I need to do some explodey. Ooh, I was just gonna ask, anything else I can pilfer? 10 gunpowder! Damn it, man!
Door won't budge.
Anything creepy? No. Okay. Oh, I can make some bullets. Okay, one pass here, the arsenal. Let's get this inventory. Okay, armed to the teeth. Let's go. I can just stay here and shoot everything. Oh, I can kill it through this. Oh, this is even funnier. Thank you. Clipping. Lab is clear. Really, that's all it took? I'm still... Sorry. Ooh, I sneezed so hard that I unfocused myself. And as I said, I'm still gonna go down here and explore and pilfer everything that I can.
What kind of person would even touch this? Not to mention dissect it.
Yeah, that can be crazy. Experiment log part 1, March 2. I have finally received a living specimen. Sadly, it is only the smallest one. The grunts call it Mr. Handsome. Wow. But I think it needs a proper name. March 3rd. Was thinking about the name for the specimen all night. I began a series of experiments on the creature. So far, it has proven exceptionally resistant to all the poisonous substances at my disposal, as well as acid and electrocution. Its shrieking, though, is bound to haunt me. March 5th. Last night I had a vision. Thousands of hands wrapped around me as a blanket, and I heard the name inside my head. Stygian Harvester. Ooh, well then. I'm feeling insanity. Oh, he just has brains in it. That's totally normal. Nothing here, nothing up there.
Some serious equipment they've got here. Oakmont University is clearly well funded.
In course. Oh boy, they have the big boy. It's definitely gonna attack me. Where's this connected? Ooh, it's connected to the big boy. It's definitely gonna attack me the moment I trigger it. Yeah. Experiment log part 2, March 10. With those pesky limitations removed, I can finally continue my experiments unhindered. I need to know more. The specimen remained alive even with half of its internal organs removed. It's fascinating. I am on the verge of a breakthrough in biology as we know it. March 15th. I developed a way to reanimate their tissue even in one that's been dead for weeks. This is monumental. The possibilities of it, the implications. Does this hint at something hidden, some trait present inside other creatures, and perhaps even ourselves? I need to find volunteers. Oh, fucking idiot.
I'm glad this thing is dead. Why do they even keep it here?
So many hands, so little time. And I'm gonna...
I'm glad this thing is dead. Why do they even keep it here?
Okay, I'm losing sanities as... looking at it, but I'm gonna bring it back to life. Just so I can kill it. For good. With explosives. Get over here.
I wonder what would happen if I press this button. Should I or shouldn't I? So very tempting.
I'm so very tempted. Push the button, push the button. Hi. Hit explosives. What evidence got updated? Clear the monsters from the apartment to the medicine lab. Yes, it did. All of them. Bestiary. Experiment part 1, experiment part 2. He asked me to clear it. I bloody well cleared it. Why am I still receiving sanity degradation? And it's like there is something here. Maybe he just doesn't like to see brains in a jar.
What kind of person would even touch this? Not to mention dissect it.
Okay, I'm gonna do this. Even though I don't really need to, but I'll at least get one free. Oh, I have a brick. Forgot I have a brick. Inventory. Make 4 bullets. Make 4 explosives. The pests have been cleared with explosives. You don't need to thank me.
Your lab is certified creature-free.
Excellent, Mr. Reed. You've done us a great favor. Now we can get things up and running again.
Your lab was, interesting. Running experiments on those creatures. What's up with that?
Oh, they're fascinating, aren't they? Convincing evidence of new branches in the evolutionary tree. Can you blame us for taking an interest?
Maybe not. But so much dead flesh down there, that's going to attract scavengers. Didn't you think about that?
Yeah, well, no. We'll be more careful in the future.
See
Your
what
point's
you do.
taken.
Okay. I've done my part. Here's the bottle. Now you run those tests.
Yes. Wait here. It shouldn't take long. We finished that analysis, sir. It's ricin.
Ricin?
A highly toxic poison extracted from castor beans. It's slow acting, but absolutely fatal to humans.
How can you tell if someone's been poisoned with ricin?
The symptoms take several days to develop. At first, it's like a common cold, but over several days, well, it develops into hemorrhage, internal organ failure, and death. It's not a pleasant way to die.
Yeesh.
So, where do you get ricin? This isn't something you can pick up from a drugstore.
About that. It is rare, but we have a certain amount of it here for study in our poison store. Or we did. I'm
Poison
afraid
store?
that must be where it came from. The label had been tampered with, but it certainly looks like ours. Where did you find it?
Crime scene. Someone was trying to poison a bunch of fish with it.
This is horrible. I need to warn everyone in the university about this.
There's some kind of cure for ricin?
I'm afraid not. Once it's in your system, it's a death sentence.
Who's got access to where the poison's stored?
Only Professor Westerbrook has the key. His office is upstairs, right alongside Professor Cavendish's. Professor Westerbrook's not here, though. He's been sick for the last few days. Professor Cavendish is away as well, on vacation.
Where do they live?
I'm not sure, but probably somewhere in Advent. Most of the teaching staff live there. Wait, you don't think it was one of them?
I'm working on that. Can you let me upstairs?
Well... all right. This is serious. I'll help you. Here's the key, but please don't disturb the professor's things.
Oh, I'll be disturbing a lot.
I'd like to know a bit more about your professors.
What do you want to know?
I want to know more about Westerbrook.
He's the head of our department. He's been here for, well, at least 30 years. He's one of the longest-serving staff we have. As you've already seen, he's particularly interested in the wild beast that recently appeared in our city.
Yeah, that's quite the unique fauna you have there.
I've no idea how he did it, but Mr. Throgmorton's men brought him live specimens for his research. He thinks he's on the verge of a breakthrough in evolutionary theory, a secret that, once revealed, will benefit all humankind.
Right.
Some secret should stay buried, 6 feet under.
You're not a man of science, are you? It's not about why, it's about what if.
No.
What can you tell me about Professor Cavendish?
He's one of the most brilliant teachers we have here, a PhD at only 25. Just imagine, his biochemistry studies are second to none, worthy of a Nobel Prize. If he could complete his work.
What's his problem?
I don't know. There's some kind of family trouble. It's made him standoffish and irritable, and easily distracted. I hope he gets through whatever he's going through. We need his talent, especially in these dark times.
Bye.
I'll see you later.
There is no archive here, so I'll probably have to go to Town Hall again. For the umpteenth time. More closed conveniences. Oh, fuckity fuck. Yes, okay, I will go there. George Cavendish. Draft of an article. Brothers and sisters, Krastal. Familiar. My fellow Americans, Krastal. They are Americans too. Citizens of Oakmont, how much longer will we put out with these fish-faced beasts, Krastal? Those sea freaks, Krastal. How much longer will we put up with those K-forsaken degenerates who call themselves the DoD, Krastal? Yes, I see, but they also... Oh, there's more. A key. Interesting.
This should be good enough to make a decent copy.
A mold key. I almost did not see it. That was so sneaky. So fucking sneaky. Okay, I will go to the Mind Palace. Documents, draft article. Oh, it's still bugging me to go to the Mind Palace. Secret chamber in the warehouse. Westbrook has access to poison. Poison thief. George Cavendish, Professor Oakland University, is poison thief. Made himself a copy of the key to the poison locker. According to his story, he lives somewhere in Advent. Edwin Westbrook. Note from Professor Westbrook. This is absurd. It's been 5 months and they still haven't finished repairing my office. I'm done sitting in the corridor like some kind of waiter. I won't step foot into this building again until the works are finished. Oh, you give me Cavendish's office. You tell that to the board. I'm through with this farce, Westbrook. You got something hidden, buddy? Authorized personnel only. Yes.
The door won't budge.
I will authorize myself in just a second. Authorization. Gone.
These bottles look exactly the same as the one with the poison.
All
These
evidence
bottles look
collected.
exactly the same as the one with the poison.
I can move on.
Can you fill me in on Ryson again?
Of course. What do you need to know?
Ah, yeah, got all that. So, case file. What? Ah, that. Case file. George Cavendish, Professor Oakmont University, is the poison thief. He made himself blah blah blah. According to Sue, he was somewhere in Advent. Abantu. I need to find them. Somewhere in Advent. Alright, can I be helpful at all? Okay, I'm gonna go see if I can get into the university building, maybe? If it's still under maintenance, I need to find this guy somewhere else, somehow else.
Something I can help you with, sir?
What do we have? Key. Here it is back. Poison. Serve the sea. Nothing here, nothing here. To be honest, the only idea I have is Town Hall, maybe. Maybe that's gonna give me enough clues to get his address. That or the news department. And since this place has been so useful and helpful, I'm gonna do this. Just burst in like an idiot. Okay, citizens. Occupation. Advent. Nice, easy. George Walter Cavendish, January, Oakmont, Mass. Police residence, Oakmont, Mass. Civil status, divorced, doesn't care. Professor Biology, Advent Central, Michael, blah blah blah. I'll have that written down because. Go here. Then I will see. He lives. Advent Central, St. Michael's. Road between Carpenter Street and what now? Constitution Street. Okay, so he's right there. Again, I'm gonna run there. Do some cardio, get ready for a fight. Or to get poisoned.
Extra, all the news that's fit for print.
Am I gonna run? Yes, I'm gonna run past the creepy thing once again. Totally just a normal part of town. Nothing weird. At all. No, sorry. Nada. As I said at the beginning of this, I'm gonna do all the side quests before I even think about going and doing main quests. Okay, I'm guessing this is the room I need to be in. Building.
The door won't budge.
Fully armed. Attack from the baby carriage. If you wanted to take it, it's free. That's weird.
The door won't budge.
Authorization. Gun. Sir, I have authorized myself to enter. Oh boy. Professor's fact list. Westbrook usually has his lunch about 2:30, of course. Poison. Oh no, get some soap. Anna always says at the fish market she shouldn't learn about me. Anna always stays at the fish market. She shouldn't learn about me. New hauls of fish arrive every 2 days. An ounce per box will be enough. The guard spends most of his time on the second floor during the night. Think about a way to divert suspicion from Westbrook. Don't want him to come to any harm. Don't forget to return the flask to the storage. Think about plan B. Yeah, well, you kind of failed in some of those steps. Newspaper issue, March. Going, gone. Body count rises as vanishings continue across Oakmont. Locals are in panic, with most of the reported disappearances occurring in the Shells, Salvation Harbor and Grimhaven Bay. Captain Caleb Lyons of the Oakland Police has put out a call for information. Our evidence suggests the link between these disappearances and charity organization EOD. That has recently risen to prominence among the city's poor, said Lyons. Most of the victims seem to have either joined this group or been a recipient of their alms. We encourage everyone with information to come forward. The Chronicle reminds readers to avoid any suspicious newcomers, especially Innsmooters, and to remain at home during evening hours. Stay alert, stay vigilant.
This Cavendish guy did an impressive investigation, and the EOD is in the center of all of it.
Newspaper issue, February. Disturbance in the Shells as fighting breaks out between locals and Innsmooters. The cause of the conflict appears to be the disappearance of several women, with locals accusing a group of Innsmooters of the crime. The Oakland police continue to investigate the vanishings, but as yet the case remains unsolved. One source from the Shells reports that traces of fish scales and seaweed were found at the multiple victims' homes, which seems to have precipitated in the fight. No mind clue, newspapers. Okay, I still haven't collected all of the evidence or shot anybody. Ooh. There is a way up. What we do first. Oh, more notes.
Judging by the layer of dust on it, this ring hasn't been worn in a long time. So why keep it around?
He's lost his wife. Are those shell cases? Or smoke? Authorization? Done. Oh. I'm gonna be teleported or something. Maybe.
A lot of fancy dresses locked away in a dark corner for a long time. I'm starting to smell some deep family trauma here.
Mm-hmm. Rotato, rotata.
I loved you. I always loved you.
Oh, here we go.
You will never understand our cause. My child is blessed by the sea. I'm leaving you, George.
Okay.
George, I can't live like this anymore. There's something I have to tell you.
I don't care what your damn EOD cult demands, Anna! I thought the child was mine! Mine!
Okay, let's see what we have here.
I guess
George?
this.
I don't care what your
You will never understand our cause. My child is blessed by the sea. I'm leaving you, George.
George Cavendish. He had a wife named Anna. She had a baby that was not his, but blessed by the sea and claimed by the EOD. This caused their split.
Nope. Cinematic. Wow, we haven't had these in a while. This ain't gonna be good. And we got poisoned. Or something worse. I'm Spider-Man! Oh, what the fuck is the face outside? Oh, an Innsmouth. I enjoy drugs at other people's places.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Calm
I'm
down.
gonna shoot you.
My name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator.
Right now, you look like someone who's breaking into my house. A burglar. Explain yourself.
I have a gun. If I see Anna sent me... Okay, I'll risk it. He might react a little bit better, maybe.
Easy there. Anna from the fish market asked me to find you. You know her, right?
I should have guessed. I know her much better than you think. What does she want from me now? She already took everything I have.
It's not about what she wants. It's about what you did. Poisoning the fish. Sound familiar? Yeah, I can prove you did it.
Hold on. Before you jump to conclusions, I want you to know that I had a good reason to do what I did. It all comes back to Anna.
Who's Anna to you?
What's Anna got to do with all this?
As you might have already gleaned, she was my wife.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it all starts to come together now.
The EOD robbed me of her. It all started with the free fish. We were all short on food at the time, and then they hooked her with their nonsense about the benevolent sea and greater good. I looked past it for some time, but then...
She became pregnant.
Yes. At first, I was over the moon. But then one day she came to me, that snake, and told me that the child was not mine. She said it was blessed by the sea, that it was demanded by the EOD. Doom take them! I couldn't stand it. I just couldn't.
Oh, this should be fun. What's your good reason for poisoning innocent people? You know the EOD are feeding the hungry, don't you?
No, that's exactly the problem. They're not doing it out of charity. They do it to spread their influence and recruit new members. Some of those initiates, as they call them, vanish without a trace. And not just them, they kidnap ordinary folks too.
And poisoning the fish would prevent this. How?
Oh, you see, not everyone in this city believes in the EOD yet. They have opposition among the citizens, both rich and poor. A rumor of the EOD's fish being poisonous and several incidents would be enough to undermine the EOD by sparking fear and mistrust.
There must be another way to deal with the EOD. Like, if their crimes are that obvious, why don't you just go to the police?
They're resourceful, those sons of hagfish. They maintain a squeaky clean image, and they're good at it. I tried going to the police. They were no help at all. And I'm not suicidal enough to make it public and take them to court.
What did she mean? Blessed by the sea.
What do you think is the cause of Innsmouth syndrome in people?
Living in Innsmouth?
That K-forsaken place has nothing to do with it. It comes from breeding with monsters. These sea creatures they call Deep Ones. They take our women and they spoil them with their seed. Then they give birth to degenerate fish-faced offspring.
Where did you learn all of this? This information about the EOD?
After Anna left, I had nothing. But I did have a lot of time to research Innsmouthers, the EOD, and the story behind them. It is an old and powerful organization. They appeared back in the mid-19th century in Innsmouth, and the first people with the Innsmouth syndrome started showing up around that same time.
Ah, perhaps not coincidentally.
Probably.
Of course not. And the EOD is immensely rich. The sudden rise to power of the Blackwood family happened right after they joined them.
So what's your next move?
I was interrupted and couldn't finish my task. The EOD received a fresh haul of fish, but now they're on alert and raised their guard. I understand I'm in no position to ask. But after reviewing all the facts I've presented to you, Mr. Reed, would you agree to help me?
Let's see what he has to say.
Keep talking. Now, what is it you want from me?
Poison the rest of the fish. It's spreading, but it's not enough. The EOD trusts you enough to deal with me, so it should be simple for you. My agent inside the EOD reports that they've just received a fresh haul. That's your target.
Your agent inside the EOD. Is he fairly high up the ranks?
Ah, I see where this is going. You need something from the EOD too.
Yeah. I'm trying to find a certain person who may be held by them.
My agent can arrange that. If someone is being held by the EOD, he'll know it. It's a win-win situation.
All right. Look, I'm gonna need to think about this.
Of course. But don't be too long. I'm going to need an answer before I let you go. I hope you can understand why.
Okay, let's start minding and policing. Mind policing. I feel like I've missed something here.
This Cavendish guy did an impressive investigation, and the EOD is in the center of all of it.
I might have missed some tiny evidence or it changed and... Never mind. Mind palace. Found what seems to be some sort of holding pen or possibly even a torture chamber in the EOD warehouse. EOD suspected of kidnapping and assaulting the police. The EOD operates are shady. The EOD has much more going on than a charity organization. They're dirty. I know it. Whether they're up to it isn't good. God is afraid of Anna. Daryl Grimes told me that Anna is ruthless in her judgment of guilty EOD members. He's clearly afraid of her. Poisoning the fish was attempted on EOD's plan, and his pregnancy is preordained. A zealous servant of the EOD. Anna Cavendish is a zealous servant of the EOD. She will follow any instruction without hesitation. EOD ranks are swelling. Poison was a sabotage. George sabotaged the EOD. George Cavendish poisoned the fish to undermine the EOD's charitable operations. It's also a choice I can make, I think. Oh yeah, it's just sabotage. Okay, let's see. Desperate savior. George Cavendish became a desperate after EOD robbed him of his wife. He was determined to save others the same fate. Dangerous psychopath. George Cavendish is a dangerous psychopath and won't hesitate to kill innocents to achieve his goals. Filthy liar. Anna Cavendish is covering up EOD's shady ambition to take over the city. Anna Cavendish does honest charity work for the people of Oakmont on behalf of the EOD. I think they're both kind of psychos. Haha, so I can choose different things. Help George to undermine the EOD. Should you help George Cavendish to loosen the EOD's grip on the city? Or both are psychos and she's an honest. He's a psycho and she's an honest benefactor. Should help Anna Cavendish deal with the poisoner and help save the city from starvation. All of these options are awful. Just goddamn awful. I don't know what to do, so I'll just do the awful thing. I'll lie and see where that goes.
I've thought about your proposition. Your methods stink and your plan stinks. Still, the EOD is a threat, and I'm not gonna help them anymore. I'm in.
You're doing a great favor for this city, Mr. Reed. Never doubt that.
Yeah, I'm trying not to. Remind me what it is I have to do.
You need to poison the fresh haul of fish at the EOD storage. It's heavily guarded, but you'll figure out something, I've no doubt. I'll be back later. I need to see my agent. Find me after you're done. Here's the address and some ricin. Be very careful with it.
Yeah, will do. I'm not quite ready to die yet.
Yes? Do you need something? What is it?
I think I collected all of the evidence. There's key evidence, not all. All? Okay, now I can go. Placed on fucking Taro. Where do I need to go? Okay, fish storage. Western shells. Hawking Lane. Gordon Road. The roads exactly there. no, no. Eastern Shells, corner of fish market. That's there. You know what? I'm gonna try something. Where's the closest to the right? I mean, follow the road. I'm gonna go report them. And let her sort it out. Just, you know, figure out whatever and they can kill each other or whatever the fuck they wanna do. That is a creepy thing to be connected. There is a church connected to that tunnel. That's totally not creepy. One round it. What's in here? Feel the no. So I'll do that. Thing is, I can still go to. I'm gonna go to the fish market and see what the fish market to do in this place. See what I can do there. And then report, and then probably try to get them in. And it's definitely gonna sacrifice me to some god or something, or at least try. So, manual save. Not gonna save over that. This is my choices save. So I'm just gonna do shit and maybe reboot if I decide to. Oh, there's our friend.
Hello again, Daryl. I serve the sea.
Sea be praised, Mr. Reed. Good to see you again.
Yeah,
So-
how's it going?
Still guarding this old piece of rock, as you can see.
Mind if I go inside?
Sure, no problem with that. Stay as long as you want.
Daryl, listen to me carefully. If you want to keep breathing, you gotta skip town. Now. You're taking a lot of heat on account of that fish poisoning. The EOD is on it like a dog on a bone, and they will find out the truth eventually.
Wah, I don't believe it.
Daryl, I'm saying this only because you're a real stand-up guy and I respect you. Leave this place, forget about the EOD, or it will kill you.
Fine, fine. You've always been on the level with me. I'll leave.
Don't be a stranger, Daryl.
May the sea protect you, Mr. Reed.
Okay,
The sea protects.
that is basically actually the biggest thing I wanted to do. Save Daryl. So give me one. Gonna just explore this place. See if there is any creepiness going about. Yay, torture chambers. Because why the fuck not? Oh yeah, I was here before. He was making toys. Kids. Okay, that's me done. Okay, he's out. He's gone. That's the most important thing. We wanted to save his life, if anything. I'm gonna report to George because he's psycho. Going to kill people because, you know, whatever. Then I will probably be brought into the fold and then she's gonna try and kill me. So. And then I can shoot her. And we can be done with these freaks. Okay. This guy is T-posing.
This used to be an okay place
You
to
won't
live.
find a better house at that price.
Take as much as you need. It won't cost you a penny. Fish? Fresh fish? Take as much as you want a fishy?
I found your poisoner.
See, bless you, Charlie. Thank goodness. Who is it?
Well, that's the peculiar part. It's your ex-husband, George Cavendish.
Oh. So that son of a rotten shark finally decided to show up. We'll find him. Then I'll have a word with him in person. Still, it's strange. I never thought he'd have the guts to do something like this. He was always a pushover.
You're taking this room.
He's nobody to me. The EOD is my family now, and we serve a higher purpose than he could ever grasp. My life finally has meaning.
Right.
And now, we're going to relieve him of the burden of his miserable existence. You've done us all a great service, Charlie.
All right. No more messing around. Get me in touch with your Grand Poobah or whoever's in charge, now.
Easy there, Charlie. I'm a woman of my word. Go to the basement of the fish market. It's nearby. You'll find an Innsmouther there by the name of Maurice. Tell him I've sent you. You'll get your answers.
About time.
Okay, save just before a fight. I don't save over these two. Also, case book. Yeah, I don't care. I reported him. Thinking he can go die in a fire, I guess. Yeah, this is totally on the level. Everything's totally fine. Okay. You shot first, assholes. Huh. Right. Is there anything here? Really? Nothing? Just a... So she tried to kill me. Oh, fucking course. The A is for Anna. Oh, Anna. I have a reward for you.
Hey, Mr. Reed.
Do I know you, buddy?
Not yet, but I know you. I also know you're looking for a particular lady. My name's Fred. You're looking for Professor Lowe, ain't that right? The scientist the Order kidnapped. I think we can help each other.
How do you mean? You know where she is?
Slow down, buddy. Helping each other is not the same as let me just tell you everything.
What is this order you mentioned?
Yeah. You don't know, do you? EOD. It really stands for the Esoteric Order of Dagon.
Dagon.
An old being from the depths of the sea. In books, they show him as a monstrous amphibian. The Innsmouthers worship him as a god. And of course, they make sacrifices to him. in blood.
Great. Fun. Yay. Go right, going.
Nothing's for free in this city, is it? Figures. Alright. Shoot.
You won't regret it. You've seen some of the city now, am I right? You've an inkling what's coming? I want out of the Order and the city before it hits. Trouble is, it's much easier to get into the Order than to leave. Give the slightest hint of it. You've signed your death warrant. I need somebody to get me out of the city on the quiet. And that's not an easy thing these days, my friend.
I've no idea how to help you with that.
Ain't you a detective? There are people in the city, smugglers, who know what to do. Find them. That's how you can help. See, I've heard whispers about ads in the newspaper. A new ad every week, talking about Salvation Harbor. Maybe start there.
I literally thought this was gonna be far easier than this. Sure.
Smugglers, huh? Well, sounds worth a shot. Sure, I'm up for it.
Oh, thank you. I know where they got her. You fix things for me, I can get you in. For sure. But hurry.
Good thing I don't have any more side quests, but also I report to Thornton. Maybe this is the end. And of course she's not gonna be here. Yeah, she packed up and left. It's not that I should have poisoned some of the fish just for good measure, but okay, back to Throgmorton's. Technically I can finish up the session with this conversation with the guys. Is there more people now? Seems like it.
I know who's behind Professor Doe's kidnapping. It's an organization called the Esoteric Order of Dagon. Most of them stick to the fish market, but they seem to have agents everywhere. Even the university.
I knew there was something fishy about the EOD.
Fishy,
One of
right?
those filthy Innsmouthers. I'll tear it to the ground.
Yeah, the Innsmouthers are not the same. Not all Innsmouthers are bad.
You're using this as an opportunity to make an example of the Innsmouthers. Because most of the EOD members I've met were locals, and for what it's worth, the only Innsmouther I spoke to was a nice guy. You'll want to examine your prejudice.
Are you calling me a bigot, Reed?
Something needs to change.
Robert, listen. Something needs to change. You holding a grudge against Innsmouthers ain't making anything better for anyone. Those who fan the flames of hatred always end up burnt in the end.
They killed my son, for Kay's sake!
I know. But what did you do to prevent it? You made yourself their enemy instead of helping them. What did you expect would happen? You chose to brand them newcomers and leave them to suffer just like you did with me. The only difference is that I'm useful to you. No wonder desperate Innsmouthers would seek refuge from a radical organization like the EOD. They had nowhere else to turn.
I shall think about what you've said.
Anyway, reward!
Back to business. I'll continue my search for Professor Doe. I have a promising lead. You have anything else to tell me?
Your task remains the same. Find Harriet and bring her back. You say we are dealing with an entire organization? Well, I have something for you that might help our cause should things take a turn. Now leave. I've heard enough from you.
Oh, I got a shotgun! Yay! Red's the man. Oh. Fathers and sons. Well, we'll see if there is any side quests in this current situation. Ooh, I have a knowledge point. Why did I not use a knowledge point? Why didn't the game tell me I have a knowledge point? Maybe I'm just dumb. Skills. Okay, now I have a shotty. Clean the streets with wider shotgun spread and improve damage. Yeah. I don't know if I'll collect everything by the end. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, where's the shotty? Inventory. Full on that, full on everything. Oof, this is gonna be so much fun to use. I hope. Maybe. Let's see. This can't be bad. This cannot be bad to use. I still have a brick. Anyways, also, I think this is where we will end for today. I will check if there are any side quests in this chapter of the story. But if not, then it's gonna be main story, all the way, all the while. I need to find the message. Newspaper. Okay, so I need to go to the newspaper. But for now, this is it. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for sticking around. This was another Friday Night Fights. I'm RoGamer. Do the like, subscribe, comment, dance. There is Patreon for support, tip jars and all that. You can watch this madness live on Twitch at By Pen and Paper, or in episode form on at By Pen and Paper on YouTube. Till next time, as always, it's the stories that we play. See ya.